The National Electrical Code does not specify the orientation of the indicator light on ground fault circuit interrupter or GFCI receptacles. The code only requires that the indicator light indicate the trip status of the receptacle. The design choice of having the indicator light on when the GFCI is tripped is likely based on several factors. Firstly, visual prominence. A lit indicator is more noticeable than a dark one, drawing attention to the trip status. Secondly, safety concerns. In a commercial kitchen environment, it is crucial to quickly identify tripped GFCIs to prevent electrical hazards and equipment damage. The lit indicator makes it easier to spot tripped receptacles. Thirdly, user experience. Some users may prefer a lit indicator to indicate the trip status, as it provides a clear and immediate signal that the GFCI has activated. There are benefits of lit indicators, including improved visibility of trip status, enhanced safety by reducing the risk of electrical hazards, and convenience for users who prefer a lit indicator. There are also drawbacks of lit indicators, including it may be confusing for some users who expect the indicator to be lit when the GFCI is not tripped, and can create unnecessary light pollution in certain environments. Ultimately, the preference for a lit indicator on tripped GFCIs is a matter of personal opinion. While the NEC does not mandate a specific orientation, the design choice of lighting the indicator when tripped is supported by safety concerns and user experience considerations. However, it is important to be aware of potential drawbacks and user expectations before specifying or using this type of GFCI receptacle. It is worth noting that a standard GFCI receptacle is rated to trip between 4 mA and 6 mA. The purpose of a GFCI is to protect people from electrical shock. Standard circuit breakers are designed to protect equipment and conductors from overloads and short circuits, and typically trip at 15 amps or 20 amps for standard branch circuits. When dealing with the electrical circuits, always ensure the power is off and use appropriate safety equipment. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to consult a qualified electrician. Ground fault circuit interrupters work by monitoring the current flowing to and from the equipment and the circuit. If there is an imbalance, meaning some current is leaking to ground, the GFCI trips and cuts off the power. This happens very quickly, in a fraction of a second, which can prevent a dangerous electrical shock. There are several types of GFCI devices. Firstly, there are GFCI receptacles which are installed in place of standard electrical outlets. Secondly, there are GFCI circuit breakers which protect the entire circuit and are installed in the electrical panel. Thirdly, there are portable GFCIs which can be plugged into a standard outlet and provide GFCI protection for equipment plugged into the portable GFCI. When selecting a GFCI, it is important to consider the specific application and the environment. For example, in a damp or wet location, a weather-resistant GFCI receptacle should be used. GFCI receptacles are required in many areas of a home or building, including bathrooms, kitchens, garages, and outdoor locations. The NEC specifies where GFCI protection is required to help prevent electrical shock hazards. Regular testing of GFCI devices is recommended to ensure they are functioning properly. Most GFCI receptacles have a test button that can be pressed to simulate a ground fault and verify that the device trips. It is good practice to test GFCIs monthly to ensure they are providing adequate protection. If a GFCI does not trip when the test button is pressed, it should be replaced immediately. When installing a GFCI receptacle, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions and local electrical codes. The receptacle should be properly grounded and wired correctly to ensure proper operation. If you are unsure about any aspect of the installation, consult a qualified electrician. GFCI protection is an important safety feature that can help prevent electrical shocks and save lives. By understanding how GFCI devices work and where they are required, you can help protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. Always remember to prioritize safety when working with electricity and consult with a qualified professional if you have any questions or concerns. GFCI receptacles are often found in commercial kitchens due to the presence of water and electrical appliances, which increases the risk of electrical shock. Therefore, It is crucial to ensure that all GFCI receptacles in a commercial kitchen are functioning correctly and are regularly tested. The indicator light on a GFCI receptacle can provide a quick visual indication of whether the device has tripped. However, it is important to understand the specific design of the receptacle and whether the light is on when the device is tripped or when it is functioning normally. In some cases, the indicator light may be designed to turn on when the GFCI is tripped to provide a clear warning that there is a ground fault. In other cases, the light may be on when the GFCI is functioning normally to indicate that it is providing protection. It is important to refer to the manufacturer's instructions to understand the specific function of the indicator light on a particular GFCI receptacle. If the indicator light is not functioning as expected, it may indicate a problem with the GFCI receptacle or the wiring. In this case, it is important to consult a qualified electrician to diagnose and repair the problem. Do not attempt to repair a GFCI receptacle yourself unless you are a qualified electrician. Working with electricity can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary safety precautions. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any electrical components. Use appropriate safety equipment, such as insulated gloves and safety glasses. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to consult a qualified electrician. GFCI protection is an essential safety feature in commercial kitchens and other areas where there is a risk of electrical shock. By understanding how GFCI devices work and following proper safety procedures, you can help protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, Article 210.8 provides requirements for GFCI protection. Specifically, 210.8. B addresses other than dwelling units. For example, 210.8. B2 deals with kitchen areas, where GFCI protection is required for receptacles serving countertop surfaces. This is in place to enhance electrical safety, particularly where water and electrical appliances are used in close proximity. Another aspect to consider is the maintenance and testing of GFCI receptacles. Regular testing ensures that these devices are functioning correctly. The NEC recommends monthly testing, which involves pressing the test button on the GFCI receptacle. If the GFCI trips, it indicates that the device is working as intended. If it does not trip, the GFCI should be replaced immediately. From a design perspective, the placement of GFCI receptacles is also crucial. They should be easily accessible for testing and resetting. In commercial kitchens, it's common to find GFCI receptacles near sinks, dishwashers, and other areas where water is present. The choice of using a GFCI receptacle and indicator light that is on when tripped is a design decision that aims to improve safety and user awareness. A lit indicator is more likely to be noticed than a dark one, especially in a busy commercial kitchen environment. This can help to quickly identify and address tripped GFCIs, reducing the risk of electrical hazards. Furthermore, documentation and record keeping are important aspects of electrical safety in commercial kitchens. Maintaining records of GFCI testing and any maintenance performed can help to ensure ongoing compliance with safety standards. These records can also be useful for identifying any recurring issues or trends. When selecting GFCI receptacles for commercial kitchens, it's important to consider factors such as durability, weather resistance, and tamper resistance. These features can help to extend the lifespan of the receptacles and improve safety. Weather-resistant GFCI receptacles are designed to withstand exposure to moisture and other environmental factors. Tamper-resistant receptacles have shutters that prevent foreign objects from being inserted into the slots, reducing the risk of electrical shock. The installation of GFCI receptacles should be performed by a qualified electrician in accordance with the NEC and local electrical codes. Proper wiring and grounding are essential for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of GFCI devices. If you are unsure about any aspect of the installation, it is best to consult a qualified electrician. GFCI protection is a critical component of electrical safety in commercial kitchens. By understanding the requirements of the NEC, following proper testing and maintenance procedures, and selecting appropriate GFCI receptacles, you can help to protect workers and prevent electrical hazards. Also consider 210.8b5, which covers specific appliances where GFCI is needed, and 210.8b6 covers other receptacles. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it is important to stay up to date with the latest requirements. Another important consideration is the coordination of GFCI protection with other electrical safety devices, such as arc fault circuit interrupters or RFCIs. RFCIs are designed to protect against arc faults, which are a common cause of electrical fires. In some cases, it may be necessary to install both GFCI and RFCI protection on the same circuit to provide comprehensive electrical safety. When selecting electrical equipment for commercial kitchens, it is important to choose products that are listed by a recognized testing laboratory, such as Underwriters Laboratories or UL. UL listing indicates that the product has been tested and meets applicable safety standards. It is also important to ensure that all electrical equipment is properly maintained and inspected regularly. Damaged or worn equipment should be repaired or replaced immediately. In addition to GFCI protection, other electrical safety measures that should be implemented in commercial kitchens include proper grounding, overcurrent protection, and regular inspections. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, helping to prevent electrical shock. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, protect against overloads and short circuits. Regular inspections can help to identify potential hazards and ensure that all electrical equipment is functioning properly. Electrical safety training is also essential for all workers in commercial kitchens. Training should cover topics such as the hazards of electricity, proper use of electrical equipment, and emergency procedures. Workers should be trained to recognize and report any electrical hazards. By implementing a comprehensive electrical safety program, commercial kitchens can help to protect workers and prevent electrical accidents. The National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, also provides guidance on electrical safety in commercial kitchens. NFPA 96 is the standard for ventilation control and fire protection of commercial cooking operations. This standard covers topics such as ventilation systems, fire suppression systems, and electrical safety. It is important to be familiar with NFPA 96 and other applicable NFPA standards when designing and operating a commercial kitchen. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, also has regulations related to electrical safety in the workplace. OSHA's electrical safety standards are designed to protect workers from electrical hazards. Employers are required to comply with OSHA's electrical safety standards. Failure to comply with OSHA standards can result in fines and other penalties. It is important to stay informed about the latest electrical safety regulations and standards and to implement appropriate safety measures to protect workers and prevent electrical accidents. The design of the indicator light on a GFCI receptacle is a relatively minor detail, but it can have a significant impact on safety and user awareness. By choosing a design that is clear and easy to understand, manufacturers can help to improve the effectiveness of GFCI protection.